Now the first question arises, what is pollution? So pollution is the presence of harmful material into the environment. These harmful material are called pollutant. Pollutant can be natural, such as volcanic ash. They can also be created by human activity, such as trash or runoff produced by factories. Pollutant damage the quality of air, water and land. Pollution of any kind can have negative effect on the environment and wildlife and often impact human health and well-being. The major kind of pollution are as follows: air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, soil or land pollution, radioactive pollution, thermal pollution and visual pollution. Now we will talk about the reasons of different type of pollution. Number 1, air pollution. Air pollution is caused by solid and liquid harmful particle and certain gases that are suspended in the air. These particles and gases can come from motor vehicle, industrial smoke, forest fires and household combustion. After discussing about the reasons for air pollution, let's discuss about the control measures of air pollution. Number 1 is use public transport. Using public transport is a sure short way of to control the air pollution. In addition to less release of fuel and gas, using public transport can also help in saving money. Second is control forest fire. The forest fire can be controlled by the collection of garbage and getting it on fire in dry season, as dry leaves catching fire is a huge factor in causing air pollution. Third is strict regulation for motor companies to launch pollution-free vehicle. The government should introduce strict regulation for motor vehicle companies to produce only pollution-free vehicle. Fourth is use filter for chimney. The gas that is emitted from fireplaces in homes and factories is extremely dangerous for air pollution and harm the air quality severely. The use of filter should be used at least if the consumption could not be lessened. This will help to reduce the effect of harmful gases absorbing in the air. Fifth is industrial chimney should be at a height so that smoke can be released far above from living organism. Last is use of the solar cooking system or LPG instead of coal and wood fire. The next pollution is water pollution. About 70% of the earth is water. Water is now infected with various waste ranging from floating plastic bags to chemical waste, converting our water bodies into a pool of poison. In simple words, the contamination of water bodies is water pollution. Water pollution is caused by many reasons like release of radioactive waste. The nuclear waste that is produced by radioactive material needs to be disposed of to prevent any nuclear accident. Nuclear waste can have serious environmental hazard if not disposed of properly. Number 2, release of industrial and domestic sewage into water bodies. Many households and industries not having a proper waste management system drain the waste in the fresh water which goes into canal, river and later into the sea. The toxic chemical may change the color of water, increase the number of minerals, change the temperature of the water and pose a severe hazard to water organism. Third is agriculture and food processing waste. The rotten fruit and vegetable, the peel and pulp of processed agriculture items are disposed of in water bodies, which releases harmful gases and poses a threat to aquatic plant and sea species. Fourth is detergent, washing of clothes in river. Fast food, a common ingredient in detergent, build up in waterways and lead to situations that can starve fish and other plant life of oxygen. Fifth is release of pesticide in surrounding water bodies. Water from excessive rainfall and irrigation cannot always be held within the soil structure. Therefore, pesticide and residue can be quickly transported to contaminate groundwater and nearby freshwater supplies. After discussing about the reasons of water pollution, let's proceed toward the control measures for water pollution. Number 1, save water by turning taps off immediately after use. Number 2, do not throw paint and oil in water bodies. Number 3, use eco-friendly detergent for washing clothes. Number 4, in agriculture, overuse of pesticide and fertilizer should be avoided. Number 5, do not litter the water bodies. Number 6, try to clean the litter which you see on beaches or on the banks of river and lake. Now we will discuss about the noise pollution, the reasons and control measures. According to World Health Organization, noise above 65 decibel is considered as noise pollution. The following are the reasons for noise pollution. Number 1, traffic noise, which contribute up to 100 dB. Air traffic noise, which contribute about 130 dB. Construction site machines produces around 110 dB noise. Catering and nightlife produces about 100 dB noise, and animal honking and barking creates about 60 to 80 dB noise. Control measures. Turn off the appliances at home and offices. Shut the door while using machine having high noise level. Follow the limit of noise level. Plant more trees as they absorb noise of the atmosphere. Last is control noise level near sensitive area like school and hospitals. Now we will discuss about the control measures for soil pollution. Number 1, adopt the formula of 3R, which means reduce, reuse and recycle the items which can cause the soil pollution. Number 2, do not dispose of non-biodegradable waste in the surrounding area. Number 3, plant more trees as they help to bind the soil. Next is radioactive pollution. Radioactive pollution is defined as the physical pollution. It is caused because of the release of radioactive substances into the environment during nuclear explosion and testing of nuclear weapon and nuclear weapon production. Reasons are once again defined here: nuclear weapon testing, test on radiation, nuclear waste handling and disposal, defensive weapon production. How can we control the radioactive pollution? Number 1, proper disposal of radioactive material. The radioactive waste still has some level of radiation. Accordingly, it cannot be disposed of in the same way as normal waste. It cannot be incinerated or buried. Since there is a likelihood of seepage, This waste should be stored in heavy and thick concrete container. Number 2, proper labeling of radioactive content. It is necessary for any material with radioactive content to be labeled and the necessary precaution advised on the content of the label. The reason for this is that radiation can enter the body by a mere touch of radioactive material. Container with such element should be well labeled in order to make one use protective gear when handling them. Third is putting ban on nuclear test. These tests, although done in the desert, end up escaping from one ecosystem to another, eventually affecting the life of many people. Fourth is proper storage of radioactive material. Such substances should be stored in radioactive proof container to ensure no seeping or leakage during handling. Proper storage means no harm and can minimize cases of accident leakage. Third is reusing of harmful waste in best possible method. Since it is not easy to store or dispose of the waste, it can be recycled and used for other purposes like in another reactor as fuel, thereby protecting the environment. Thermal pollution. In simple terms, thermal pollution takes place when industry and human-made organization take water from natural resources that are to be used as a coolant. Then the same water is ejected back into natural resources as hot water. This water, which suddenly mixes with the normal water, changes the oxygen level and have a harmful effect on the local ecosystem, aquatic plant and living organism of water. The following are the man-made sources which are responsible for thermal pollution. Number 1, nuclear power plant, coal-fired power plant, industrial effluent, domestic sewage, hydroelectric power, thermal power plant. Natural causes like volcano, geothermal vent, and hot spring under the ocean and sea can trigger warm lava to raise the temperature of water bodies too. There are some methods which can be helpful to control the thermal pollution. Number 1, the hot water should be released in surrounding water reserve only after getting cold through cooling tower. Number 2, artificial lakes can be constructed to collect the water for cooling purposes and releasing the hot water back. Number 3, industrial treated water can be recycled for domestic use or industrial heating. The next is visual pollution. Although visual pollution can be caused by natural resources like wildfire, but the predominant cause comes from human sources as the impact of humanity upon Earth has reached global devastation. The reasons are listed as below: smog, fumes, building, wires, antenna, advertising, traffic signs, lighting. How can we control the visual pollution? Number 1, avoid the excessive use of physical advertising. Number 2, avoid waste production. Number 3, reduce the use of car. Number 4, use public transport or bicycle. Number 5, sign against littering. Number 6, only build building that fit into the surrounding. Number 7, concealed wiring should be used. After completion of the different type of pollution, now we will proceed towards the solid waste. What is solid waste? Solid waste is the useless and unwanted product discarded by society. It is produced either by product or the production process or arise from the domestic or commercial sector when object or material are discarded after use. Examples: waste tire, scrap metal, furniture and toys, garbage, empty aerosol can, paint can and compressed gas cylinder, construction and demolition debris, etc. Solid waste is classified in two types, biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Biodegradable waste is degraded with time in natural ways by means of bacteria, air, and temperature. Examples are vegetable waste, dead plant, dry leaves, flowers, straw, etc. Non-biodegradable waste is difficult to handle as it does not get decomposed by natural ways. The examples are rubber, chemical, paint, plastic, polythene, metal, etc. Method of solid waste disposal. Number 1, incineration. In this method, organic waste is burned. This is the most suitable method to reduce the amount of solid waste. Number 2, pulverization. In this method, waste is turned into powder and powder is disposed of in landfill. Mechanical composting. Garbage is turned into manure. In trenching method, garbage is buried under the ground for composting purpose. Control tipping. In this method, garbage is buried 4 to 7 feet deep in the soil. Disposal into sea. Garbage is disposed of into the sea. This is the suitable method if the amount of waste is small. Filling of low-lying area. Garbage is dumped off into the low-lying area. This is the most popular method. Now we will discuss in brief about the green hotels. Green hotels are environmentally friendly property which tries to minimize the negative impact on the environment. These hotels implement the energy and water conservation policies and tries to reduce or recycle the waste. Environmental sustainable method in green hotels. Green hotels adopt the following practices to preserve the environment. Number 1, they install energy saving technology. They have started composting from kitchen waste. Green hotels implement water conservation methods. They implement the 3R system, which is reduce, reuse, and recycle. Green Hotel encourages guests to help in environmentally sustainable practices. These hotels go for more tree plantation. They support local sustainable businesses. Green hotels adopt alternative energy resources. Thanks for being here and watching this PPT. Thanks a lot.